Okay, wait.
It's
So
the
your show,
Paris
the Desiree
Chong
Show.
Show.
Yes.
That's why I'm so glad that you could. That's why I wanted you to come on the show because I thought you're my first guest that has their own podcast.
Well, it's technically it's going to be. It's always been radio.
Oh,
So,
radio. I'm
but
even
now it's
better.
going to be. But now it's going to be podcasted.
Okay, so
So,
wait, what now the radio station is called
well, I was at
I
KKSM.
love
I
this.
was at, oh God, World Tune Radio, and then I was at Dash Radio.
Okay, because that's what I saw, World Tune Radio. So that, and
Yeah.
that's I've never heard of World Tune
It
Radio.
was a small little spot down in Oside, and I was hungry and looking for a spot. It kind of came up through friends, and so I was like, "Cool, I can broadcast." And
Yeah.
there's a lot of issues, but I was thankful for a place to
No, it's
broadcast.
good to be on the radio. You know, I actually started off my radio career being at the Barstow stations. Yeah, and
Amazing.
I used to do traffic, weather, and top 40 on Saturday nights for the Las Vegas and LA drive, which at the time sounded so horrible to me. But now when I think back, that was really cool. A lot of people listen to those stations, you know.
They always tune in.
Yeah, but I think more so then before there was a lot of, you know, digital music on in the car. But I did that. Then I also did K Jazz. And then I also did spikeradio.com, the world's first internet radio station. But it was so new that it was too new and it was
Mhm.
just too soon. But it was a really great experience. I used to have a show called Disco Lady.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it was a
Is that so?
dance.
And that's where disco's name came
No,
from? No,
not that
no, the
actually. Ironic.
speaking of
Hi,
the devil,
Disco.
there he
Here
is.
he goes. Yeah, no, that's not where it came from.
I
I,
mean, no,
I
not
just,
the origins, but
I just rescued Disco from this place called Amy's Disco, which was the name of the rescue place. But then I thought, oh my God, Disco's such a great name for a dog. So that's kind of how I found him on a Chihuahua rescue. So we talk about Disco a lot here on the show. I think he gets a lot more attention than the guests, which is really horrible. So getting back to you, Desiree.
disco's red.
So what do you talk? So your show is an hour-long show on the radio.
Yes.
An
Well,
hour's a long time, don't you think?
it can and it can't be. I feel like it's nice. I mean, you come with experience as well with radio, so you
Yeah.
have like, your ins and your outs, and like there's a format,
Yeah.
that you use, and or resetting the show. But I think having a set time is kind of nice
Yeah.
because then you've got to do it within that time frame.
Yeah, but it's brutal if you kind of realize that you don't have a lot to talk about with
Def
somebody, which
oh,
happens, and sometimes you don't know
yeah.
until you're there.
That has never happened for
Okay,
me.
thank
I mean,
God.
I end up doing, I mean, with when I worked in TV, I remember like learning like you do, it's 3 hours of prep for every hour a show you do, so I do tons of prep, and then most of my guests have been friends or people that I do know.
Yeah.
And then I would reach
Well,
out
that
and
makes it easy.
it'd make it easy, but also you want to go deeper, and so I'd reach out to other friends, mutual friends. I'd get like a quote from them or a story from them, and I'd share that as well on the show.
Yeah.
Just depending.
3 hours of prep. I think I do 3 minutes of prep. I
Yeah,
hope there's someone out
you're
there
better
going,
than
"Yeah,
I am.
we could tell,
No,
lady." No,
no, no.
but I don't do any prep, and I don't really have any. I kind of wing it. It's all unscripted, which was part of the what I wanted to do, because one of my friends that helped me do this podcast was listening to me talk to somebody at the gallery, and he was like, "Oh, do you talk like this all the time?" And I said, "Yeah, we talk like this all the time," and that's how this whole thing happened.
No, it's amazing. Well,
You
no,
get,
and that's podcast. See, that's what I
yeah,
said is this is going to be a little different for me
right.
because it's going to be on camera, which didn't want to do. I mean,
Me neither.
oh, you're
No, but
gorgeous.
I didn't want to. I did when I got here. You should see my very first promo. I look like hell. It was. I mean, we
It's
have to.
hard to
We
hard.
actually need to get rid of that thing. It was funny as hell because I didn't really know what was happening. But when I got here, I had been working. I had no makeup on. I looked like hell. And I said, "Wait a second. There's cameras." And they said, "Yeah, it's a video." And oh no, but I did it and then I look at it and I'm like, God, I hate the way I look. But then I kind of think what I was talking about was so funny and I don't want to be conceited about how I look. And it's like, I guess I look like that day. So I'm just going to roll with it. It's like, you can't always make yourself look fabulous all the time. And I'm not trying to, especially after like all the modeling years when you had to like starve yourself and really care so much about how you look to the point of it not being healthy. So,
Mhm.
and I've had a lot of photographers that are now, that were models that are photographers now, like Sylvie Blum and Lisa Moore. So it's kind of interesting, but you are gorgeous.
It's the Paris Chong Show.